Hello, I'm Meera Sodha and I'm really excited to be teaming up with Ocado to bring you a brand new recipe for my vegan chickpea flour pancakes with greens and a coconut chutney. Now this recipe and my family go way back. My grandma used to make it for my mum made it for me when I was growing up, and I now make it for my daughters. It is a super family friendly recipe and it's really versatile. And so I've stuffed mine with greens, but you could stuff yours with herbs or eat it with mushrooms or just eat it by itself with some ketchup, because here's the thing about chickpea flour. Not all flours are made equal, and chickpea flour is naturally really savoury and really tasty, and so you don't need to do much to it to get a lot of flavour out of it. So in the bowl I've got some chickpea flour. I'm just going to whisk it because there's a few lumps in it. Chickpea flour, ground flour, exactly the same thing. This really is a bung it in a bowl job. So all I need, a little bit of salt here, a little bit of baking powder because it's quite a dense flour, just to give it a bit of a lift. And then I've got some turmeric. Whisk that up. And then I'm just going to add the water little by little. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want a nice smooth batter. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to add some yogurt to it, and that's going to give it a bit of a tang and also just enrich the batter. This is vegan yogurt, by the way. Give that a whisk. Right, that's our batter done. Now, I'm going to make a super easy, super quick coconut chutney. Okay, so I'm just going to use up the rest of that yogurt pot in here. And I'm using some desiccated coconut, some salt, a garlic clove, and then the final ingredient is this. This is an Indian finger chilli. It's my favourite chilli. It packs a glorious, beautiful, fresh heat. But if you're cooking for little ones, I'd say leave it out. In it goes. And that's it. I'm just going to blend this up. I've got a pan nice and hot here. I'm going to warm a little drizzle of rapeseed oil. And in we go with our first pancake. It's a very happy making colour, I've got to say, and it's a very happy making dish, this one. Especially because I sort of feel like I've got generations of soda women by my side when I make it. So the middle's sort of bubbling up where the baking powder's taking hold, and it's just starting to cook around the outside. So the big question is, when do you turn it over? And here's the thing about these pancakes, they are very forgiving. It goes from like golden yellow to golden brown, and anywhere on that spectrum is great. Our first pancake has worked, and we all know that according to the law of pancakes, that shouldn't be right. So that looks perfect to me. It's like a lovely golden brown. It's definitely cooked on both sides, so I'm just going to shuffle it out of the pan. Chickpea flour is a magical ingredient. It is one of the most heavily used ingredients in my store cupboard. So I use it to make these, which we call pudla or chickpea flour pancakes. I make breads out of them, you can make sweets out of them, you can turn it into silken, gorgeous pasta. I want to keep these nice and warm, so I'm just going to cover them with a little tinfoil blanket. Now I'm going to cook my greens. So I'm using Ocado purple sprouting broccoli, and it looks absolutely stunning. I'm also using this very colourful, very beautiful rainbow chard. So I'm just shredding them so they cook nice and quickly, and they're going to make a really great filling for our pancakes. Heat up some rapeseed oil. Now I'm just going to whack the heat up to try and catch some mustard seeds popping. Come on, little guys, you're on camera now, don't let us down. There we go. So we pop the mustard seeds, or Indians pop mustard seeds, because what happens then is all that lovely oil in the mustard seed explodes out into the oil, flavouring it with that lovely pungent mustardy flavour. And who doesn't want that? I'm just going to go in with the chard stalks and with all the purple sprouting broccoli. And I'm going to save the leaves until last, because the leaves just will take no time to cook. For this recipe I'm just going to cook them until they're really sort of soft and tender. I don't want crunch here. I want soft, soothing coconut chutney, soft pancakes, and lovely soft vegetables. So what I'm going to do, just to speed up the cooking process, is add a little bit of water, a couple of tablespoons, pop the lid on, and they're just going to steam there for a little bit. Right, I think we're there now. They've had a couple of minutes. The chard stalks are looking nice and soft. So I'm going to add half of the coconut chutney and those chard leaves that I chopped up earlier. And although they look very excitable now, they're going to wilt down in no time. So I'm going to give it a stir and put the lid back on just for a couple of minutes. And then we're ready to eat. Oh, it smells like South India in a pan. And our vegetables are lovely and tender. So I'm just going to turn off the heat. Pancakes are still nice and warm. Oh, this little guy, number one. I'm just going to put a quarter of this into each of the pancakes. Now, all we need is a big dollop of gorgeous coconut chutney on the side. And there you have it, my chickpea flour pancakes stuffed with greens and a coconut chutney. Now I'm going to tuck in. Genuinely good. Pancake anxiety is a thing, isn't it? It's like, why are my shoulders up around my... Whew. It's going well, it's fine. They can drop back down again.